morning to each and everyone present here. Hello. A very good morning to each and everyone present here. I, on behalf of the organizing committee, welcome you all to the first session of day 3 of the 5-day FDP, day 4. Day 4 of the 5-day FDP on artificial intelligence. In the topic, Artificial Intelligence in Academia, Enhancing Teaching and Research. Today, we have with us Dr. Pranjal Buragohain sir from Dibrugarh University as the resource person for this session. It is our pleasure to welcome Dr. Buragohain sir to this session. Sir will be delivering a talk on the topic Understanding Challenges of Teaching in the Era of Artificial Intelligence. So now I request Dr. Sangita Borthakur, Madam, Head of the Department of Education of our college, to give a brief introduction of our today's resource person, Dr. Pranjal Buragohain sir. Ma'am, it is over to you now.
Thank you, Visit. Am I audible?
Yes, madam, you are audible.
Yeah, you're audible.
Good morning to one and all present here. Dr. Pranjal Buragohain is a distinguished assistant professor in the Department of Education at Dibrugarh University, renowned for his exceptional academic and research achievements. Sir is known across Assam for his motivational speeches on positive thinking and views of life in various institutions, which has motivated many people, which will live on in generations to come. In addition to his motivational speeches, to reach out to more people, Dr. Buragohain has written 3 books on the topic, namely Sambhavona, Kihurkal Samporkot Bigyan, Kritogota, Jibon Aru Shikkar Babe Ek Bigyan, and third one is Hal. Dr. Buragohain has established a school, Vidya, the Living School, located at Subahi, Dhemaji district, where the people are educated on the art of living. It is an institution of positive, holistic, alternative education and research. Dr. Buragohain completed his BA in education from Moridhal College, Dhemaji, with first class first rank with distinction. Sir has done his MA in education and PhD in education from Dibrugarh University. Based in the Department of Education, he has been instrumental in shaping young minds and advancing knowledge in his specialized field. His research interests include positive psychology, adolescent psychology, play and theater in education. Apart from his regular service, Sir is associated with various social activities, and to mention a few, he has written and directed various one-act plays which are organized various social societies and organizations. He tries his best to give a positive message through these acts. His work has been published in esteemed journals and conferences, garnering recognition and accolades. His teaching philosophy emphasizes critical thinking, innovation, and interdisciplinary approaches. Through his teaching and service, Dr. Buragohain has established himself as a respected students and colleagues alike. We really privileged to have you as the resource person of this session, sir. Thank you, sir, for accepting our invitation and joining us today. Thank you. Now it is over to you, Mr. Bizit.
Thank you, madam. Now I would like to invite today's resource person, Dr. Pranjal Buragohain sir, to deliver his speech. Welcome to this FDP sir, and thank you for accepting our invitation to deliver your speech and sharing your valuable time with us. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Sir, your mic is muted, please.
Yes. Now I think I'm audible. Thank you so
Yeah.
much, Vijit, for inviting me and for giving this opportunity to meet the learned colleagues of my state. And thank you so much, ma'am, for such a nice introduction. I do not deserve so much, but you have given such explanation of my career. Thank you so much for being so kind. I have seen that most of the participants, not most, all the participants look like from Assam. Homer present লাগিছে. Or I believe that everyone will understand Assamese also. So I shall be bilingual.
Sir, we have 4 participants from out of our state.
Okay, then I have to be strict in English. Okay, no issue.
Sometimes you may speak Assamese.
Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you for informing. Okay. So maybe in the previous sessions, you have learned about the application of AI, the possibilities of AI, and the different avenues of AI, artificial intelligence in the field of teaching, in the field of research, in the field of our day-to-day life, etc. So, but today, I'm going to tell you something about not the application or the efficiencies or the accessibilities created by AI, rather the challenges. The challenges created by AI, especially in teaching. Because understanding the challenges is also very important, along with the understanding its utilities and applications. Because see, anything, it may be a tool, AI tool, or it may be a gadget. It has 2 different sides inherited in that gadget or in that development. 2 different sides means it has 2 edged. So two-edged means it's a 2-edged sword. It may cut in that side and this side. It depends. So AI as a development is such a thing which is 2-edged, and it can cut through both the sides. But I'm going to tell you something related to teaching. Before going to tell that, let me tell you that what may be the different aspects of AI, or what may be the different trends that where AI may be utilized. Number 1, if we consider our brain as a biological brain, this is a biological brain or biological intelligence. Okay, so we understand that our intelligence is biological intelligence. Another intelligence that we have named here is artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence we use in the form of computer, or different forms are there. There is artificial intelligence. There is another form of intelligence where both the biological intelligence and the artificial intelligence, both will be integrated. And that form of intelligence, which is not purely biological and which is not purely artificial, but integration of both, that is emerging faster. And most of the time, when we talk about artificial intelligence, we forgot about this middle point. And I'm going to tell about, if we consider that artificial intelligence, maybe kind of, which is purely artificial intelligence, we do not have much challenge from that. But we shall have much challenge from the integration of, or we may have much better deliberation or much kind of discussion on that, which will be the integration of artificial intelligence and biological intelligence. Okay, just remember that point. So one technology, or we are going to engineer human being in such a way where the both will be combined. There is a recent trend which is known as transhumanism. Or as a student of education, we have been studying about cognitive science. So in cognitive science, what is happening? That if you think about the work of artificial intelligence, it is basically to increase efficiency, increase accessibility. We want to increase efficiency in teaching. We want to increase efficiency in learning. We want to increase efficiency in evaluation. We want to increase efficiency in management. In all the sectors, we want to increase the efficiency. Means we need efficiency. So if we consider the human life or human brain, then we see that human brain has lots of limitations. We have, means in case of efficiency, we have limitations. Naturally, biologically, we are not so much efficient. For example, we cannot read hundreds of books in a day. That is a limitation. We cannot store so many informations in our biological brain. That's a limitation. We cannot calculate very high mathematics through our biological brain in a small amount of time. That's a limitation of brain. But artificial intelligence can do that. Okay. Now, people are thinking about that, let the biological brain can be designed like that. Biological brain can be designed that so that it can work like an artificial brain. Or efficiency of the biological brain, let us increase it such a way that which will means overcome the capacity of the absolute artificial brain, artificial intelligence. So that trend is coming. That trend is popularly known as transhumanism. And in transhumanism, scientists are working to integrate the human biological brain with an artificial intelligence, which is in the process of development, where the human brain will be engineered by attaching artificial brain, and that will work very faster, that will work very efficiently. Maybe within a day, we can read all the books of a library. We can do the very tough mathematics in a small amount of time. So that is happening. That is happening. Okay. Now, what is the threat? The first threat, let me tell you. So scientists are forecasting a war. The war is the war between artificial brain and the biological brain. Means that biological brain, because biological brain has limitations. Our biological brain has limitations. Our biological brain cannot be so imaginative, cannot be so creative, cannot be so calculative, cannot be so efficient. But that artificial brain can be many times, 1,000 times efficient than us. So if one day artificial brain challenges to the biological brain, if one day that post-human will be, post-human, remember, post-human is, so originally we are, it is said that, it is established that, proved that originally we are like from monkeys, and we have, through the process of evolution, now we are human being. If the process of evolution is true, then we shall evolve from this position also. After human, our entity, our identity will be different. Now, scientists, they are forecasting that we human being will not be there in future. So there will be post-human. Post-human will be engineered through artificial intelligence. It will be a combination of artificial intelligence and biological intelligence. And those post-human will be many times efficient, many times better than us. And they will, if they are more efficient, if they will be more efficient and more effective and more such kind of capable, then one day they will create threat, challenge, and there will be war. And in that war, all biological brains will be destroyed and collapsed. Biological brains, because of its limitations, biological brains because of its incapabilities, biological brain because of these disabilities. Let me tell you the disability. this disability, one day the biological brain will be removed from the world. That's a forecasting of scientists. Okay, just I'm telling you that, but that's a threat for the future. But what are the present threats today that we have been facing, that biological brain is facing, or the teachers are going to face if artificial intelligence is going to be so pervasive? So what will happen? The number one point, what we have realized from positive psychology, what we have realized from the study of human behavior, that is, what is the most important skills are the human skills, are the human relation. Human relation is the fundamentals of human life. Human relation is the fundamental of biological brain. Human relation. Now, what artificial brain is going to do, what technology is going to do, is going to minimize the human tasks, human relation, human functioning. That is, whatever it is, whatever may be the efficiency. If we consider social efficiency or human efficiency, humanitarian efficiency, efficiency may be of different kinds. Efficiency in work, efficiency in calculation, efficiency in management. If we consider human efficiency, humanitarian efficiency, মানুহ হিচাপে যেটো আমাৰ efficiency থাকিব লাগে, understanding each other, maintaining a relation, maintaining a family, these are humanitarian efficiency. So if we are to consider that which kind of efficiency will be prominent or will be significant for our life, then my answer will be the humanitarian efficiency. মানুহ হিচাপে আমাৰ কিছুমান efficiency লাগে, মানুহ হিচাপে আমাৰ efficiency কিছুমান লাগে, to be compassionate to each other, to be compassionate to each other, to be kind to each other, to be loving to each other, maintaining relationship with each other, capacity to maintain or a family life, developing a sense of cooperation and collaboration in the world, living peacefully in the world. These are humanitarian skill, and this need another kind of intelligence. So what artificial intelligence will do is artificial intelligence will increase all other efficiencies and will help in decline the humanitarian efficiencies. So that is a huge challenge for the teachers, how to develop those senses in the era of artificial intelligence. It is said by the scientists that if we are going to use artificial intelligence, if the ratio is this, if the 1 point, for example, we have considered a scale, 1 point of artificial intelligence, 1 point of artificial intelligence, 1 unit of artificial intelligence, then scientists are saying that at that time, you will have to increase 2 points of human touch, 2 units of human touch. If you are going to increase 1 unit of artificial intelligence in your day-to-day life, you will have to increase 2 units of human touch in your life. That is a fundamental calculation. And nobody is considering that. High tech needs high touch. More the high tech, you need high touch. One scientist, he said that we are electronically, through artificial intelligence, we are electronically super connected. Electronically super connected. More the connection, electronic connection, lower the internal connection. We are electronically super connected and internally disconnected. If you cannot improve your internal connection, the humanitarian connection, if you cannot develop your touch, if there is no high touch, then the artificial intelligence will destroy all the humanitarian skills, all the humanitarian efficiencies. And in this world, which is meant for human being, And in this world, we cannot afford humanitarian skills. So this is a challenge for the teachers. And wherever I go, I used to tell them, if you are using mobile for 1 hour, if you are using artificial intelligence for 1 hour, that means you will have to increase the time of human touch. You will have to increase the touch of human touch, the amount of human touch. Otherwise, through artificial intelligence, and one side, you cannot sustain, because artificial intelligence, as I have told you, one day there will be war. There will be war. In one side, there will be artificial intelligence or the human engineered intelligence, that is, which is the integration of artificial brain and biological brain. That will be one side, and one will be biological intelligence. And in that war, we are going to lose. There is another war. That war is towards peace. That war is towards humanity. That war is towards the means a life which is full of those humanitarian skills and efficiencies. That, as I have told you, that humanitarian efficiency. So artificial intelligence, again I'm repeating, artificial intelligence is basically to increase efficiency. Artificial intelligence is basically to increase accessibility. If we are talking about the education sector, it is efficiency and it is for accessibility. But efficiencies are of different kinds. Efficiency in calculation, as I have told you, efficiency in work, efficiency in learning, that is a different story. And humanitarian efficiency is a different story. And artificial intelligence is not going to increase the humanitarian efficiency. It is not going to develop your imagination power. It is not going to develop the sense of love. It is not going to develop kindness. It is not going to develop your compassion. That will come only from human touch. That will come only from the human relation. That will only come from those teachers who are loving, who are kind, who practice social skills, who teach soft skills, who considers the humanitarian skills as priority, etc. Now, that is one. Secondly, what is happening? There are some real life skills. Real life skills means, again, the same thing. Real life skills means talking with a person, interacting with a person, dealing with a senior citizen, dealing with a child, being resilient in a tough time, being loving to someone who is uncared. So those are real life skills. Those are real life skills, or kind of maybe you arranging your own food, you are preparing your own food. So those are certain real life skills. And those real life skills, what is happening in this world, more we are becoming inclined to artificial intelligence, more we are going towards the artificial intelligence, we are losing, or there is a decline in the real life skills. So this is a challenge for the teachers. Let us imagine a life where the real life skills will be there. You can see the whole world. You can see your students. They lack the real life skills. Real life skills, as I have told you. And remember, when we are going to teach in a classroom, we are not going to teach a subject. We are going to teach them from life. We are going to prepare them for a life. আমি তেওঁলোকক জিন্দগী এটাৰ কাৰণে সাজু কৰিবলৈ গৈ আছো। আমি সাবজেক্ট পঢ়াবলৈ যোৱা নাই। Most of the time, we have started to think like that. We are teaching a subject. If teaching of subject is everything, then artificial intelligence is okay. Artificial intelligence can teach a subject. But are you only going to teach a subject? Or you are going to prepare a person for life? You are going to teach a person to live. You are going to make a person worthy for the society, for the nation. আপুনি কোনটো কৰিবলৈ গৈ আছে? আপুনি তেওঁক জীৱনৰ কাৰণে প্ৰস্তুত কৰিব, জীৱনৰ কাৰণে দৰকাৰী স্কিলখিনি শিকাব, সমাজৰ এজন ভাল মানুহ হিচাপে গঢ়ি তুলিব, যোগ্য মানুহ হিচাপে গঢ়ি তুলিব, দেশৰ ভাল নাগৰিক হিচাপে গঢ়ি তুলিব নে? Or you are going to teach a subject. If the teaching subject is your concern, then you may leave it. You can give it to artificial intelligence. But if you are prioritizing that you are going to teach for life, you are going to prepare a person who will be worthy for the society, who will take care of the society, who will be compassionate, who will feel for others, who will be kind, who will work for the peace of the world, who will work against the global warming, who will take care of nature, who will make himself and herself a worthy person for others. If that is your target, that is your objective, that is your goal, then artificial intelligence is creating a challenge for you. You should not leave your space. You should not be altered by artificial intelligence. So artificial intelligence should not alter teachers. Artificial intelligence will only help there where the calculation is necessary, where the teaching of content, certain contents only, certain contents or certain facts and informations are necessary. Certain works which does not need any human relation, any humanitarian skills, any humanitarian issue, only efficiency is required. Then use artificial intelligence. Otherwise, artificial intelligence should not replace us. But what is happening in the world? Some people are advocating like this, that artificial intelligence will replace the teacher in the classroom. Artificial intelligence will be used to make education accessible. Artificial intelligence will teach like that. Everything will be done by the artificial intelligence, and students will take help of artificial intelligence in writing, in calculating, in doing everything. That will create mess. We cannot afford that. That's a big challenge for human being. There's a big challenge for human society. And you try to believe it, that artificial intelligence technology is so powerful itself, so powerful, you cannot imagine what it can do. What it can do, you cannot imagine. And you must keep your place safe. Otherwise, artificial intelligence is so powerful, technology is so powerful, it will remove you from your place within 5 years. Not only you, not only teacher, it will remove the whole human being from the world very soon. And that is the fear that most of the scientists are expressing, that artificial intelligence is going to create a threat for the biological brain and human being. How much time? One day they will be able to think also. If they can think, if they consider human being, biological brain, as opponent, as enemy, one day, যদি biological brain to শত্ৰু বুলি ভাবিবলৈ তেওঁলোকে, biological brain to satai কৰি দিব বুলি তেওঁলোকে ভাবিবলৈ, artificial brain, that day, they within a second, they can destroy all the biological brain from the world. That is why এতিয়া আকৌ এটা trend হৈছে, বহুত scientists what they are doing, they are developing certain bioterrorists. What is the function of bioterrorists? If there is a threat from artificial intelligence or human engineered intelligence, then these bioterrorists will fight for biological intelligence against the artificial intelligence. Means they are already clear that artificial intelligence will one day may consider biological brain as enemy, and that day will be required certain help, because we have very limitations. We are very disabled. We cannot fight against artificial intelligence, but because artificial intelligence is multiple times, 1,000 times efficient than us in everything. So what am I efficient? But if you যদি এদিন আমাৰ against যুঁজিব লগা হয়, আমাৰ এগেইনষ্টত কাম কৰিব লগা হয় তেতিয়াহলে আমাৰ কোনো কেপাচিটি নাই we cannot fight against them so they are now developing certain bioterrorists so that bioterrorists can fight against artificial intelligence so my point is yes definitely artificial intelligence is our creation but remember artificial intelligence is better than us artificial intelligence is more efficient than us whatever it is we cannot miss our humanitarian efficiency and biological brain is only capable to humanitarian efficiency for imagination for creative thinking that quality the quality of imagination in humanitarian brain that quality should not be given to artificial intelligence and humans should practice these skills more than the earlier years because of the threat of artificial intelligence ই ক্ৰিয়েট কৰা থ্ৰেটটোৰ কাৰণে আমি এইটোত আৰু গুৰুত্ব দিব লাগিব তো দিছ ইজ এ চেলেঞ্জ ফৰ দ্য টিচাৰ্ছ এইটো শিক্ষকৰ কাৰণে বিৰাট প্ৰত্যাহ্বান মই বহুত বেছি কথা নকওঁ মই বেলেগ এঠাইত আছো কাৰণে আজি মই আপোনালোকক এইটো ৰিকুৱেষ্ট কৰোঁ মই বহুত শিক্ষকক কৈ থাকোঁ মই যেতিয়া ষ্টুডেণ্টকো পাওঁ পেৰেণ্টছকো পাওঁ আমুককো পাওঁ তামুককো পাওঁ মই কম আই হেভ নো ইছ্যু উইথ গিভিং এ মোবাইল বাট ৱেনেভাৰ ইউ আৰ গিভিং এ মোবাইল ইউ ইনক্ৰিজ ইউৰ ৰিলেশ্যনশ্বিপ অলছো টাচ অলছো if you are not increasing human touch along with artificial intelligence, remember you are going to suffer. You are means not you are. I'm talking about the humanity. I'm talking about the whole human civilization. I'm talking about the whole human world. They in this world. There are human species that are post species. Technological species. That will be technologically designed and engineered species. Definitely, they will be much capable than us. They will be much efficient than us, but we shall not be there. Humanity will not be there. Human being will not be there. So, artificial intelligence is not creating humanity kind of challenges. That is why, at the same time, if you do not increase your touch যদি আমি ইনক্ৰিজ নকৰো মই আপোনালোকক বহুত তেনেকুৱা এক্সাম্পল দিব পাৰো I can cite so many examples how kind of when a person is using artificial intelligence a technological gadget how the person is becoming less and less human being they are becoming less human being more inclined to the artificial intelligence they are becoming less human being and less the artificial intelligence, they are more human being. Basic human being has. So that's an issue. It's an issue. So I aru basically noko eta kothate jor disu moi karobar jodi kiba thake you may have certain maybe agreement or disagreements or maybe certain queries or maybe certain opinions so I am free for those opinions for some time for 15 minutes or 10 minutes hikita kane moi ready hoisu মই এখিনি কথাকে কৈছো the fundamental কথাটো মই কৈছো অকল বাকি তাৰ সাইডে বাই থকা বহুত কথা আছে I am not going to repeat all those things তো এইকিটা কথাকে কৈছো আপুনি যদি কোনোবাই কিবা মানে ইয়াৰ লগত এগ্ৰিমেন্ট ডিসএগ্ৰিমেন্ট or maybe opinion or maybe question থাকে তেতিয়া মই হেখিনি কথা পাতিবলৈ ভাল পাম
Okay, sir. Thank you for your nice talk. It is very informative and very useful talk for the teachers. And I request the participants kindly ask your questions or you have any doubt, you can raise it. You can directly ask with the resource person, directly ask to the resource person, or you may put it on the chat box. Chat box is open for queries and or you can directly unmute yourself and ask the questions to the participants. You can unmute yourself now if you want to ask any questions, or you can put it on the chat box.
I have already given the permission, so the participant can unmute themselves and ask question to the resource person. Pranjal sir, your speaker is also muted. You can open it.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's okay now.
আপোনাৰ কিবা পইণ্ট কৈ দিলে মই তাত ক'বলৈ আৰু সুবিধা হ'ব যদি কিবা আছে মোৰ হাতত এতিয়াও 20 মিনিট সময় আছে 15-20 মিনিট সময় আছে মই আশা কৰিছো আপোনালোকে যেটো মই চ্যালেঞ্জ ক'ব খুজিছো হেতু বুজি পাইছে আৰু হেতু চ্যালেঞ্জ মই কেলে ক'ব খুজিছিলো because I have felt it very deeply and that's a true challenge that artificial intelligence is creating. We cannot say that you don't use artificial intelligence, but my suggestion here is that I have told you, if you are increasing the use of artificial intelligence 1 unit, then you increase the tasks for 2 units. There's a question.
Yes, sir. We have a question from Dipasri Das Sarkar. Yeah, question is that, do you think that we need digital detoxification to be in touch personally? But on the other hand, this FDP is based on technology, so it is a challenge.
Definitely. My issue is, what is my concern is, as we want efficiency, that is a human nature, human tendency. Amak efficiency lage eta mane. So why artificial intelligence is coming? Because human being by nature, they want efficiency. Or we are dissatisfied with these limitations of our life, these disabilities of our life. As I have told you, for example, when I want to walk, মই আমেৰিকালৈ যাব লাগে বুলি ধৰিছো মই খুজকাঢ়ি যাবৰ কাৰণে ইমান দিন লাগে মোৰ সময় তো if I increase my capacity so that I can walk to America within 2 days 2 দিনত খুজকাঢ়ি তালে গুছি গলো I need that efficiency মোক সেই efficiency-টো লাগে মই চকুৰে এটা ধৰিছো through my naked eye I can see up to moon only moon টো ভালকে নেদেখো মই তো I want to see all the galaxies through my biological eye. So I am dissatisfied with that limitation of my eye, that disability of my eye. So we wanted that efficiency. The asking or searching efficiency or the need for efficiency is there in human life. That is why artificial intelligence is coming. Artificial intelligence is coming, and everyone requires artificial intelligence. Everyone is using artificial intelligence, and the artificial intelligence is so pervasive now that we cannot nullify it, cannot neglect it, because you may not use artificial intelligence and artificial intelligence will use it. So that is a phenomenon fast. That is why there is a necessity of talking about artificial intelligence. That is why this work FDP is also organized, that how to use artificial intelligence. That is number one. Second point is, so but the threats are alarming at the same time, because artificial intelligence can do something like which is beyond your imagination. And my question was, my concern was, you cannot leave your space. Artificial intelligence cannot replace you, should not replace you. And you have raised the question of detoxification. When you are talking about toxification, it shows that it means that we have already submitted ourselves to artificial intelligence or to electronic gadgets. And this is creating the threat. আমি যেটা নিজক সাবমিটেড কৰি দিলো, যেটো মানে টক্সিফাইড হৈ গলো, টক্সিফিকেশন আহি গল, আমি যেতিয়া গোটে একদম তাতে হুমাই গলো, হুমাই যোৱাৰ লগে লগে আমি আসলতে we have allowed ourselves to control by artificial intelligence. And artificial intelligence is so powerful, iman powerful, once it catch you, এবাৰ যেতিয়া grip to পাই গল, it will not leave you. তাৰ মানে যদি আমি if you are, that toxification is there, the toxicity is there, যদি আমি এবাৰ হুমাই গলো, তেতিয়াহলে আৰু আমাৰ নিস্তাৰ নাই. Technology, artificial intelligence.
There lies the threat. Can I speak, sir? I know you. You came to Margate College.
Okay, sir. Okay, ma'am.
You know me. Can
Okay, okay, ma'am. Yes,
can you
ma'am.
see
Yes, ma'am.
me? Yes. So that the fact lies the threat where I feel that The threat is that even my daughter is in the other room, my husband is in another room, I am in another room. Everyone is busy with the gadgets, okay?
Yes.
And nobody is talking to each other. That our
Yes.
human relationship is under
Yes.
threat. And I
Yes.
am really agree to this point.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, we are digitally detoxic. We need that detoxification.
Yes, ma'am.
Because our private time, our personal time, our me time, our time is being, where consciously or unconsciously, like we are compromising with our time. And that's why actually we need like detoxification, digital detoxification, and it
Yes, ma'am.
hampers our eyes, our brain, our relationship, and it's a very toxic thing. So that's why
Yes, ma'am.
actually, but we, on the other hand, we cannot evade. Every news, there is now, our DPI office has become paperless. Now everything comes, email and then WhatsApp, even the transaction procedure, we are dependent on these gadgets. So it's really a great
Yes.
challenge, and I'm really very happy that you have taken up this very pertinent point. So it's really in a threat, but at the same
Yes.
time, it's a challenge also. And
Yes.
now we have to decide where to live or where to go. And I'm so happy and that you have taken up this very pertinent question. Or otherwise, had it been offline course, we could meet personally. This 90 or 100
Definitely.
participants,
Definitely.
we can have a
Definitely.
human touch. And because
Yes.
after COVID, we have developed this, and we can have sitting in my chamber in the department. I am attending the talk. So
Yes.
thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. And as you have raised the point that detoxification is very much necessary, and my issue is when we are planning to use mobile for 1 hour, at the same time, let us plan for human touch for another 2 hours. So if you do not have plan for those things, যদি আমি এখন এনেকুৱা সেমিনাৰ পাতিছো ন FDP অনলাইনত আৰু দুখন ফিজিক্যাল পাতিবৰ কাৰণে প্লান কৰিব লাগে, means physical patibo lage so that we can interact with each other, we can meet each other, we
That
can talk
human
with
touch
each other,
will be there.
we can have lunch with each other. Let me tell you a story from Harvard Chemistry Department. I have written that story also few years ago, and you know about Harvard Chemistry Department. Harvard Chemistry Department has produced more than 30 Nobel winners, and I'm going to talk about that department, Harvard Chemistry. And Harvard Chemistry budget for research is so huge. Iman besi amar panchobaki porikolpona tar jor napai. That is a huge budget for research. Okay. Now, one very brilliant student a few years ago committed suicide. Very research associate, very brilliant researcher, and he committed suicide. And he has written a suicide note also. And in suicide note, he has written like the little despair. Iman bhayankar shunyata, pranonakhi shunyata. মই অনুভৱ কৰো ডিপাৰ্টমেণ্টত, the little despair I have faced here, and that's the reason of my suicide. So after getting, the chairman was Anderson got that letter, suicide note, and he has appointed a committee to discuss about that. And chairperson of the committee was Edward M. Hallowell. So he has written a book on this, on sign. So Hallowell was the chairperson. So the committee, 4-member committee, they have reviewed the matter, they have studied the condition, they have studied the issue, they have gone through the Harvard Chemistry. And after months of their review and study, they have said that what the researcher has written is true. Means there is truly a despair, a true little despair, and kind of loneliness, haunting, a kind of separation, and these things are there. And in such condition, one may think about committing suicide. So that was raised by Hallowell and his committee. So Anderson took the matter very seriously. And what Anderson did, he has brought certain changes in the department. And the changes he brought were related to human touch. He arranged lunch for all the colleagues and researchers. Every week there will be a common feast, common lunch. So people will come there and they will have lunch together. So for one research scholar, there will be 3-4 guides. In here, in our university or our country, we allot one guide for one scholar. If somehow the guide does not talk with the scholar, if guide is rude, if guide is not kind, then the scholar suffers a lot. Scholar thinks like committing suicide. He allotted 4 guides for one scholar. That if the scholar is dissatisfied with this guide, or this guide is rude, or this guide cannot maintain human relation with this guide, so the scholar can talk with that guide. If that guide is also dissatisfactory, the scholar can go to another guide, so that scholar can meet so many people, and whoever is comfortable, so that scholar can address. That is one. The chairperson, he arranged for piano in the chemistry laboratory. There is chemicals and instruments, and along with the instruments, there will be a piano. Whenever in the experiment time, the researcher feels, he can play piano also. He has increased the intensity of greenery in his department, and he has broadened the size of the windows so that one can see the greenery through the window. So he has changed the architecture of the department. The architecture is so beautiful and colorful and fairy. So he has done those things. The things look like very small, but what was his statement, Anderson's statement? So he told that in the name of research, we cannot decrease the amount of the intensity of human touch, imagination, feeling. We cannot means compromise with those things. So even Harvard chemistry is thinking like that, which is hardcore science, which is talking about Nobel. They are thinking about that this human touch should be there. A human touch to থাকিব লাগিব. And that's a very good story, very good case, and that's a very inspiring story. I believe that. And his story to মই মাজতে কৈ দিলো আৰু যদি আমি ভাবিছো যে এনেকুৱা টেকনলজি হ'ব লাগে at the same time human touch to কেনেকৈ ইনক্ৰিজ কৰিব পাৰি তাৰ কাৰণে প্ল্যান থাকিব লাগে মানে বাইদেউ যেনেকৈ ক'লে, as you have told me, I can remember you. মই আপোনাক দুবাৰ তিনিবাৰ লগ পাইছো. So আপুনি যেনেকৈ ক'লে যে separate কে থাকে, so we should have a plan, we should have a schedule in our family so that we can meet each other. আমি schedule কৰিব লগা হ'ল, আগতেতো সদায় লগেই পাই থাকো নিজে নিজে, এটাতো আমি schedule কৰিব লাগিব, আমি হেতু এনশিওৰ কৰিব লাগিব the human touch, মানে humanitarian skills বিলাক important হয়.
Thank you very much, sir. And another aspect I want to tell you, sir, that in our time, when I was a student in the year 1992, I was a student of Buragohain University. That time, actually, we used to study intensively with the books. Now I tell my students repeatedly to purchase the authentic books. So but they depend on this AI, artificial intelligence and other things, copying and Wikipedia, and they hardly go through the textbooks. Number one. Number two, even the answers are copied from actually directly from the internet. I don't say they don't take help from the internet, but your brain, you should inculcate all these values and brains, and you should incorporate all your authentic data or your explanation to it. Okay. Then another thing is that now books are very available. There is digital library also. In our time, I remember there was only one book, a particular book. I don't remember exactly the name of the book. For 1 week, I used to go to the library of the university, and literally I had copied that book because it was only one book. So that was our time, but now the time has changed, and we are accepting the fact that now we are dependent and on this mobile and other gadgets and all. But as you said, there is always the threat that is always looming large, that someday actually we have seen some Hollywood movies that these robots are actually taking a human place, there is a robot. And that's a challenge really, that even the heart can be there in robot. If we place
Yes,
the
yes,
heart, our
yes.
human
Mm,
feelings, they are in
mm,
robot, then there is nothing called. So now this has a negative effect on our human relationship. In our
mm.
day-to-day life, we have seen that the partners are not connected mentally, emotionally, and there is the threat of increasing number of divorces, misunderstanding, killing, rape, molestation. Many things are coming up because
Yes,
people are
yes.
digitally addicted. And
Mm,
actually, our brain, so to say, that we are actually, our brain captures the negative thing
yes.
frequently than the positive.
Mm, yes,
Bhagwan hai to shaitan bhi hai, but our brain is
yes.
very much prone to
Mm,
shaitan. Okay,
mm, mm, mm,
so that's
mm.
really a challenge. And I
Yes, yes.
always tell my
Yeah.
students that you should know the entire story. You should read. Reading is a great time pass. It was
Mm,
a great time pass in our days, because there was
mm,
no TV, no nothing like that.
mm,
And in
mm,
TV only Doordarshan was there, and we
mm,
used to see that from Krishi Darshan till the end.
mm,
And we are
mm.
looking like फ्राइडे को चित्रहार आएगा, चित्रहार हम लोग
जी,
मतलब
जी.
देखेंगे एक साथ. So that was the time, and now
Mm.
there are huge number of channels actually, and we are just switching over, and
Yes,
um, everything, it's a come in a hotspot. So it's
yeah.
very it's a challenge where to go, where not to go, and who will guide us. It's our education, it's our empowerment, everything. The society needs this actually, on the one hand it needs the gratification, and the another hand it accepts the challenges. And another one, if we can detoxify, digital detoxification, what I am talking about, if we
Yes.
say that let my family, like my husband, my
Mm,
daughter, my
mm,
other
mm,
relatives, we will put
mm.
our mobiles for 3 hours and we will talk
Yes,
really nice.
yes.
So that should be there actually.
Mm-hmm.
Actually,
Thank you.
I'm talking about that. Thank you
Mm,
very much.
thank you.
You have
Thank you,
discussed
ma'am,
so
for your comments.
nicely.
Okay,
Yes,
okay.
thank you, ma'am.
Thank you,
So,
Dipasri madam. And sir, we have another
yes,
question
yes,
from
yes.
Angita Bhagavati madam. Thank you,
Mm,
Angita Bhagavati madam. Madam says that in this era of AI, am I audible? Yes.
yes,
In this
yes.
era
Audible.
of AI, how can one improve the teacher-student relationship? Her first question. And then, as a teacher, I have seen the students are becoming more and more dependent on AI, even for
Mm,
academic assignment. That is true.
mm,
Even we
mm,
realize it.
mm.
How do I encourage them for critical and creative thinking? First one is
Uh,
how the teacher
uh,
student ratio can be improved, our relation can be improved. And second one is how we can encourage our student for critical and creative thinking in this era.
So, what is happening in this way? That is only because of in the name of efficiency in learning and teaching, or only in the name of accessibility, so that it can made accessible for everyone. So only name of that. So, but what teacher can do is teacher must prioritize it, the relation, the human touch. Teacher must prioritize it. Whatever is there, G nathakok lage, G technology nathakok lage, G AI nathakok lage, but human imagination should be there. Human thinking should be there. Ki holno porikhat jeniba a student can write a very good answer by taking help of AI. So the question is whether we want the answer or whether we want the development of the brain. That is my first issue. আমি আসলে তেওঁক লাইফৰ কাৰণে প্ৰিপেয়াৰ কৰিব খুজিছো নে সাবজেক্ট এটা আনসাৰ লিখাটো বিচাৰিছো সো when we are preferring the answer, যদি আমাৰ আনসাৰটো লাগে, when a child will be considered as good by seeing his answer, then student will write answer by taking help of artificial intelligence. But remember, answer is not our concern. We teachers must understand that the score in that subject is not our concern. Our concern is his mental development. Our concern is the development of the humanitarian skills. Our concern is development of the real life skills. Our concern is to develop a child as a human. As a manu hisabe develop korbo lage. If these are our concerns, then a teacher should be human, and the teaching should be organic. Teaching should be biological. Tenukwa hoboi lagibo teacher ekhini kam koriboi lagibo. If students are becoming dependent, you are making them dependent because you are maybe emphasizing on good answer. So answer is not a concern. Our concern should be in thinking. ভাবিব লাগে এনেকে ভাবিবলে শিকাইছো কথা পাতিবলে শিকাইছো ইন্টাৰেক্ট কৰিবলে শিকাইছো টিচাৰ লগত বহিবলে শিকাইছো the students are withdrawing themselves from the classroom because everything can be retrieved from the internet. So that should be discouraged. মানে ডিসকারেজ কৰি মানে ডিসকারেজ যদি নকৰ মই আপোনাক থ্ৰেটটো কি কৈ আছো বাইদেউ যে কৈছিলে যে তেওঁৰ ছোৱালী ল'ৰা বেলেগকে থাকে this is not a threat for this family. এই ফ্যামিলিটোৰ কাৰণে থ্ৰেট নহয়. This is a threat for humanity. Artificial intelligence is so superior, so powerful. আৰু এজনে প্ৰশ্ন এটা সুধিছিলে মই পঢ়িছিলো তেওঁ সুধিছিলে is there any regulatory authority? So answer is there is no regulatory authority. কোনেও when you can design artificial intelligence কোনেও রেগুলেট করবলে নাই. If you have capacity you can design an artificial intelligence he can destroy the whole world. আপুনি যদি আপুনি যদি বেয়া মানুহ হয় আৰু আপোনাৰ যদি capacity থাকে you will design an artificial intelligence and you will destroy the world. Bombarding কৰি দিব artificial intelligence বনাই আপুনি. So this intelligence and artificial intelligence is no that sense. আপুনি যদি বেয়া মানুহ আপুনি যদি দি দিয়ে artificial intelligence bombarding কৰি দিব. That is one thing. Second, artificial intelligence to iman superior hoy je tomorrow artificial intelligence is going to control you. Apna kaile control koribo. Or to if artificial intelligence thinks as I have told you, apne khotru hottu boli ebar bhaibo loy noy. Artificial intelligence can destroy the whole humanity within a second destroy kori dibo. So mur kotha tu hoise moi ako ebar apanak jijone hudisile prashno kita koise ki korim ami teacher hisabe rule hisabe hudisile moi majot koi asilu we should not allow artificial intelligence to replace us. Rather, our stand should be stronger. শিক্ষক হিচাপে আমাৰ আজিলৈকে যেটো ষ্টেণ্ড আছিল পৃথিৱীখনত ভাৰতবৰ্ষতে যদি আমি চাওঁ শিক্ষক হিচাপে আমাৰ ষ্টেণ্ড কি আছিল ষ্টুডেণ্টক আমি এনেকে হিউম্যান ৰিলেচন দিম মাক দেউতাকৰ নিচিনাকে ভাবিম এনেকে লগত থাকি পঢ়াম এনেকে ৰিয়েলছ কি এই মানৱীয় গুণবিলাক শিকাম that stand should be stronger now. We cannot allow artificial intelligence to replace us. Eto teacher ekdom fundamental kotha hoy. Teacher fundamental kotha hoy. Nohole cannot artificial intelligence koi dibo. Some people are going to replace teachers by artificial intelligence. I condemn them. Moi teloko condemn koru. Mane I must not be replaced by artificial intelligence. মোক আৰ্টিফিশিয়াল ইন্টেলিজেন্স ৰিপ্লেস কৰিব মই যত অকনমান দৰকাৰ হয় মোৰ নিজৰ সুবিধাৰ কাৰণে মই ইউটিলাইজ কৰিম আৰ্টিফিশিয়াল ইন্টেলিজেন্স should be my servant for মানুহৰ ওপৰত কন্ট্ৰোল. This is human being. আৰু এই যেটো স্পেচিছ আমি আজি আহি ইমান দিনৰ বিবৰ্তনৰ ফলত আমি যে হিউম্যান হলোহি নামটো হিউম্যান এটো হিউম্যান তো হিউম্যান এই যেটো হলোহি আমি বান্দৰৰ পৰা বিভিন্ন পৰ্যায়ত অতিক্ৰম কৰি হোমো সেপিয়েন্স হৈ যে আমি এটো হলোহি এই স্পেচিছটো যদি আমি ইভলিউশনৰ কথাটো মানি লওঁ তেলে এই স্পেচিছটো কম দিনৰ ভিতৰতে পৃথিৱীৰ পৰা তেওঁলোকে নাইকিয়া কৰি দিব মানে তো হেতু আমি এফৰ্ট কৰিব নোৱাৰো মই গোটেইটা প্ৰশ্ন ইয়াতে আনসাৰটো ৰাখিছো মানে তো টিচাৰ ৰোলটো হেতু মানে আমি আমাৰ ষ্টেণ্ডটো অধিক স্পষ্ট কৰিব লগা হয় আৰু বেছি ষ্ট্ৰংগাৰ কৰিব লগা হয় আৰু বেছি আমি আমাৰ প্লেসটো ধৰি ৰাখিব লগা হৈছে আৰু বেছি হিউম্যান টাচটো বহাব লগা হৈছে আৰু ষ্টুডেন্টৰ লগত কথা পাতিব লগা হৈছে আৰু মিটিং কৰিব লগা হৈছে মই নিজে বহুত ষ্টুডেন্টক কৈ থাকো লগ পোৱাৰ কথা এটো থ্ৰেট মই ফেস কৰো ষ্টুডেন্টে লগ পাব নোখোজে আজিকালি লগ পাব নোখোজে কেলে ইহঁতৰ দে গিভ টাইম ইন মোবাইল দে গিভ টাইম উইথ আৰ্টিফিশিয়াল ইন্টেলিজেন্স দে ক্যান টক উইথ ইচ আদাৰ বাই থ্ৰু সোশ্যাল মিডিয়া এনেকে কথা পাতিব পাৰে বাট দে ডোন্ট ৱান্ট টু মিট সেইকাৰণে মই নিজৰ ইউনিভাৰ্চিটিখনত লগ পাবলৈ অসুবিধা আছে, কিন্তু স্কুলখনত মই কি কৰিছো, what I am doing in my school, you cannot imagine the meeting with people. মানুহক লগ পোৱাটো 24 hours একদম মোবাইল আঁতৰাই তাৰ পৰা অকল হিউমেন মিটিং, অকল মানুহক লগ পাব লাগে। উই ৱেলকাম হিউমেন বিং দেয়াৰ, আমি তালে মানুহক ৱেলকাম কৰো, যে মানুহে লগ পাই থাকিব লাগে, মানুহে কথা পাতি থাকিব লাগে, হিউমেন স্কিল ডেভেলপ কৰিব লাগে, ৰিয়েল লাইফ স্কিল ডেভেলপ কৰিব লাগে, কম্পেশ্যন ডেভেলপ কৰিব লাগে, ইণ্টাৰেকশ্যন ডেভেলপ কৰিব লাগে, ফিলিং ফৰ ইচ আদাৰ ডেভেলপ কৰিব লাগে। এইখিনি যদি নাথাকে বাকীবোৰ কিয় দৰকাৰ আছে পৃথিৱীত? মই নিজৰ স্কুলখন সেই কামটোৱে কৰো, মই মানুহ মাতো তালে, আহক লগ পাওক, ল'ৰা ছোৱালীক কথা পাতক, জুই ফুৱাওক, ছাৰ এইটো কৰক, একেলগতে মই আই ইনক্ৰিজ টাচ উইথ দেম, মই তেওঁলোকৰ হাতত টাচ কৰো, মূৰত টাচ কৰো, যি ইচ্ছা কৰো মই তেওঁলোকক হাক কৰো, সৰু ল'ৰা ছোৱালীখিনি মোৰ পিঠিত উমলিবলৈ দিওঁ মই। দেট ইজ এ ফিজিকেল টাচ, এইটো ফিজিকেল টাচ। কিন্তু মই টাচটো অকল ফিজিকেল টাচটো কোৱা নাই, টাচ মিনছ দি হিউমেন কোম্পানী, মানুহৰ কোম্পানী, দি হিউমেন কাইণ্ডনেছ, হিউমেন শ্বেয়াৰিং, এই শ্বেয়াৰিং বিলাক। তো মই ভাবো যে মই সেই ৱৰ্কটো যিটো কাম কৰিছো, দেট ইজ নট অনলি ফৰ দ'জ ষ্টুডেণ্টছ, দেট ইজ ফৰ হিউমেনিটি, দেট ইজ ছাৰ্ভিচ অফ হিউমেনিটি। এতিয়া মানুহক সেই হিউমেন টাচ শিকোৱাটোহে বেছি দৰকাৰ হৈ গৈছে, হিউমেন ৰিলেশ্যন শিকোৱাটো বেছি দৰকাৰ হৈ গৈছে। আৰু আপোনাৰ লাইফটো এনেও বেছি দিন নাথাকে আপোনাৰ যদি হিউমেন ৰিলেশ্যন পুৱাৰ হয়। আপুনি এনেও ফিল কৰিব দ্য অল হেপিনেছ কামছ ফ্ৰম ৰিলেশ্যনশ্বিপ, আপুনি একদম ফিলেই কৰিব সেইটো কথা। কোনো এআই আপোনাক হেপিনেছ দিব নোৱাৰে, আপোনাৰ হেপিনেছটো ৰিলেশ্যনশ্বিপে দিয়ে। আপোনাৰ যদি ফেমিলি ঠিকে চলি থকা নাই নহয়, আপোনাৰ ল'ৰা ছোৱালীয়ে যদি আপোনাৰ কেয়াৰ লোৱা নাই নহয়, আপোনাৰ ল'ৰাই যদি বেয়া কাম কৰিছে নহয়, আপোনাৰ ৱাইফৰ লগত যদি কাজিয়া লাগি আছে, ইউ আৰ ডেম আনহেপি, আপুনি আনহেপি। আৰ্টিফিচিয়েল ইণ্টেলিজেঞ্চ থাকক, ইউ কেনট মেক ইট হেপি। টিভি চাই আপুনি মোবাইল চাই হেপি হ'ব নোৱাৰে। দ্য হোল হেপিনেছ কামছ ফ্ৰম ইউৰ ৰিলেশ্যনশ্বিপ, উই মাষ্ট আণ্ডাৰষ্টেণ্ড ডেট, এণ্ড উই মাষ্ট টিচ ডেট হিউমেন ৰিলেশ্যনশ্বিপ, ডেট হিউমেন টাচ। সেইটো আমি শিকাবই লাগিব, ক'ৰ পৰা আপুনি নাপায়। যিমান এআই থাকক, কিবা থাকক, and you just try to understand that the fundamental purpose of life is to be happy. We want a good life. আমি ভালকে জীয়াই থাকিব খোজো, আৰু ভালকে জীয়াই থকা that happiness, that goodness comes from humanity, that goodness comes from family, that goodness comes from human relation. তাৰ পৰা আহে। The AI cannot give you that happiness. It gives certain efficiency, and that's a different story. But what is fundamental story is our happiness. আমি ভালকে জীয়াই থাকিব খোজো, ইজ হিউম্যানিটি, মানুহ জীয়াই থাকো পৃথিৱীখনত, সেইটোহে ফাণ্ডামেণ্টেল নিড হয়।
Okay, sir, thank you. We have another question from Dr. Arsana Soikia, madam. Madam says that, nice talk, sir. My question is, what role human will play in AI-driven future? I think it is already answered, sir.
Answered. আৰু মই সামৰিব লাগিব ছাৰ এতিয়া, মোৰ
Okay.
বেলেগ এটা হেৰিৰ কাৰণে।
Okay, then, sir, I request Mr. Provit Langthasa to share the slide for sir's felicitation. Sir, we have a small token of love and gratitude to you, and we are offering this.
Thank
We
you.
will send it via post, sir, to your department, the Department of
Thank you
Education,
so much.
Tripura University. Sir, is it visible to you?
Yes, visible.
We have a certificate of appreciation and a little memento in the memory of the FTP.
Okay.
And
Thank you
once
so
again,
much.
very much thank you, sir, for your nice talk. And people have enjoyed it a lot, and we have learned many things. Okay,
Thank you so
thank you,
much.
sir. Thank you for your nice presentation. Okay, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Partner, now you can end this
Yeah,
meeting.
now I can close the meeting, and hope to
Yeah.
see you all participants in the afternoon talk, which is going to be organized at 2 p.m. Okay? See you then. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you all.